So I'm at this spot waiting for this stuff to be done. And I was sitting here doing a few things, then went on Facebook. I wanted to make a couple posts, and then I saw my notifications and blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden, after coming out of notifications, there was this first post there as I was about to back out of it, with this female talking about asking a question to her uncle and why he stayed married to her aunt, because he loved, it's based on love. And she made a statement that, oh, that's not why he stayed married to her, and something about he stayed married because she was on his neck, and then when situations got bleak, that he turned around and started avoiding her and started going to the bar. And then she started talking about some crap where if he put the kids and all this other, her and above all that mess, the situation would be different. That was pretty much at that point. I couldn't watch anymore, because now you're turning around and you a lot of people just do not know how to deal with the problem, and that isn't what the solution she gave was not the problem. That's not the problem. And I see the problem all the time. A lot of women do not know how to pick men as leaders, and it's a prime example right now as I'm sitting out here with this weather, all this mess going on out here with this snow and crap. And what do I see as I'm sitting here? A ton of dudes with snow all over their car. The only thing they got off was the snow on the windshield. They didn't get no snow off the front. They didn't, off the two front windows. Barely they got it off. And then actually I seen a lot where they just rolled the window down so they can see, and left all on the back, all the rest around the car, all on top. What does that tell me? That tells me you lazy. So if you lazy enough to turn around and get in your car because you don't want to get out in the cold and deal with that, to clean it off, it's telling me you're going to cut corners everywhere else. This is the stuff that my father told me. He told me when I was a kid, made me get out there. When he had a truck, it wasn't a car. He didn't make me go out there and do my mother's car. He did my mother's car. He made me go out there and do his, which he had a truck. So I was short at that time, 6'3" now, but I was short. I didn't have that big growth spurt until after freshman year when I was like 5'7" and then shot up to 6 feet. So I'm struggling to get the snow off of there. And he telling me the whole time, you gonna have to get out here and do this on do your own. It don't make a difference how cold it is. You get out here, you get it, and you get it done. Because if you don't get it done, that snow gonna blow back on your car. It's gonna come off on down off the roof or wherever else, and it's gonna blow back on your windshield. And then it's gonna mess up your windshield wiper blades, which gonna cause you another problem, which then you're gonna have to pay for some new windshield wiper blades. But God forbid they start working right when you driving somewhere and they start working right, and then you can't get the snow off, and they smearing it all over your windshield. These are all the things that my father told me. And it tells me a lot about dudes who will not do what they supposed to do. But y'all females pick these dudes. Then y'all wonder why y'all got problems. Then you wonder why you got a dude who can't tell you what's going on. Well, technically he shouldn't really have to tell you what's going on. But he can't tell you what's going on because, number one, at the forefront of his foundation is trash. He can't work through the stuff because he never knew how to work through the stuff, or he was too lazy to want to actually work out the problems and the issues to make sure they good. If I'm with somebody and I bring somebody into my circle, I'm already bring an account for them. I'm already looking to see, all right, if they gonna be bogus, how can I make sure I'm still good? At the end of the day, I gotta make sure I'm good. And even if they is in my circle and they don't be bogus, they still gonna be good too, because they gonna reap the benefits. This is how I think. This is how I process. This is why I don't have to share everything, because I'm making sure that I got me and I'm gonna hire you. So I'm gonna make sure I evaluate every single thing. Why? Because I don't want that, just like I said with the snow, blowing back. I don't want the issues blowing back on me. It blows back on my windshield. Whoever's in the car with me is subject to me because I'm driving the car. That's the same thing with life. I'm driving life. And this mess is ridiculous. And it's apparent to why women get stuck with trash. Because y'all don't know no better. Y'all don't know any better. And you go out here and you picking a dude because he look good, or maybe because he got certain things. Because there's dudes who out here, they gonna go out here and work, do just enough to still get money, and they look like they doing something. But when you really dig into them, they trash. Their work ethic is trash. They cut corners. They don't do everything that they supposed to do. They only do enough. Which is why a lot of you females got a problem with dudes, because when you start seeing later down the road, you like, his ambition sucks. He ain't doing enough. He just quit right here because it's in there. Y'all just don't know how to identify it. I can identify this crap. I know it every time I see it. When I get on the job, I see certain, like, I don't want this dude with me. Now, dudes be like, they don't understand why I distance myself. Because I don't want certain dudes working with me because I already see what they're going to do. And I'm about getting the job done and getting the job done right. That's what was drilled into me as a child. My dad drilled that into me. My grandfather drilled that into me. Actually, both my grandfathers drilled that into me. And on top of that, the childhood pastor I had was the same way. He was a Virgo, and he was adamant about, if you want something done right, do it yourself. Because if you didn't do it the way he wanted it done, and he told you how to do it, he gonna chew you out, and then he gonna turn around and do it himself. So I learned all this stuff as a young boy. And a lot of dudes simply just don't know this stuff, or refuse to want to do this stuff, because whatever it is that reason they want to do it, whether they was raised by a woman or something, or their father just let them get away with the crap because he was being extra passive. Because make no mistake, it's still families out here that the father's present and the father trash too. And then the females is going out here getting burnt. I mean, this mess just flat out happens. I've seen it enough. I've heard the stories enough to know what's going on out here. So we'll make, oh, it's great for the father being there in the home. Yeah, it is. Except if he trash. And make no mistake, it's a bunch of big trash dudes in relationships, and they family is right there. And they ain't getting what they supposed to be getting. But rascals simply can't identify this crap. And it's 100% sad, to say the least. Because what we doing, we having these trash individuals creating families, and they sending more trash individuals out here into the world who are lazy, trifling, don't want to do nothing. They want everything handed to them and expect that you're supposed to give them such and such. But y'all wonder why what y'all call the dating pool sucks so bad. It's trash individuals who are lazy, entitled, and they do not know how to plan well. And if you're looking for a guy, to all the women out here, if you're looking for a guy, look at his car. If you live in an area where there's snow and you get snow, look at his car. Look at his car. His car is gonna tell you what he does. I don't care if it's nice or not. If that rascal do not get the snow off of it, no. See, you can't see how clean it is, because the clean will fool you. Because you can clean your car when it's warm. That don't show adversity. This cold weather out here will show you adversity. It will show you what you're made of. It will show you that. And if a rascal can't get out there under below freezing temperatures, what makes you think he's going to fully plan to make sure things are legit for himself and you as well? He ain't finna do it. He ain't cut that way. He ain't cut that way. So with that being said, man, yeah, I know it might sound like I was yelling, because yeah, I was yelling. It's just simple as that. Because I get tired of seeing this mess every single day. When it's cold and the wind and the snow hit every single year, and then people wondering why I can't find me. Y'all ain't looking at certain things. There's a whole lot more I can say, but I wanted this to be short, and it's finna hit 10 minutes. But I want this to be short. But there's so many other areas I know how to identify if that dude is not going to be beneficial, especially as a leader like you want him to be. He won't. He going to be complacent. With that being said, be easy. It's WillMyCraven. I'm up out this joint.